Okay, here we go. Episode 5, one take challenge. Let's see what we got.
假如把犯得起的错，能错的都错过，应该还来得及去悔过。假如没把一切说破，
Do you know this song, Jay?
It's a JJ song.
Okay, so this singer right out of the gate I thought had really lovely tone, and now that I've listened to a few seconds, I would say steady, sturdy, going for some techniques that are advanced, sometimes landing them, sometimes not quite. I will be more specific as I listen, but really great start.
小风波将一笑带过，在感情面前讲什么自我，要得过且过才好过，全都怪我不该沉默是沉默，该勇敢是软弱，如果不是我不会自己洒脱，让我们难过。可当初的你和现在的我，假如重来过，倘若那天把该说的话好好说，该体谅的。
So I don't know this song specifically, but this singer is using register changes more than typically JJ. Well, I shouldn't say more than JJ does, but he's using them in a more yodely way. So instead of blending over the break, we're hearing the register changes, which may be something he's doing on purpose, but if he's emulating JJ, I feel like probably not. Pitch accuracy's okay. It's okay. He's moving over some intervals with okay accuracy, but I think you could tighten up. That's always a funny thing to say as a coach because it doesn't feel very specific, but to say to a singer, you know, you have a good ear, your pitch is good, but I would like to see it be great. And from what I just saw, you are capable of being great. So I wouldn't mention pitch if I didn't think it's something you could tighten up. So ultimately, the way to achieve that is to, this sounds awful, but you got to be harder on yourself on that topic. You have to hold yourself more accountable. And if you hear yourself going off, don't just keep going. Stop and make your body and voice feel what it feels like to do it correctly.
我不执着，如果不是我不受情绪挑拨，你会怎么做？那么多如果，可能如果我，可惜没如果，只剩下结果。
The tiniest pop filter I've ever seen.
如果早点了解那率性的你，或者晚。
Totally sounds like JJ a bit.
I don't think he sounds like JJ. He sounds like someone though.
Tonally.
He sounds like a Chinese singer, but I don't think to me he doesn't sound like JJ. He sounds like someone. I can't put my finger on it. The one thing I will also note, and this is not a dig, because this is a singer's journey, but part of it is that there is no vibrato. He's not developed vibrato yet.
Yeah, that's the biggest difference.
Well, and vibrato comes when everything is really, really working in sync, and it is an extension, my belief is an extension of agility.
Yeah.
So we don't see a lot of riffs and runs, which is, we don't even know if the original song has them. So I'm not calling you out on that. But I'm curious, I bet you are waiting for the vibrato fairy. I could almost put it like that because sometimes it feels very elusive. But I would say that this singer is a great example of someone who has a whole bunch of raw materials and is assembling them quite well. But I want to lovingly kick your ass into holding yourself more accountable because, again, when the raw material is there, you are the only one that can make you be accountable.
那天遇上成熟的我，不过全都怪我。
Like, he's pretty fearless.
Jason?
Jason.
Tonal.
Jason.
Tonal.
Jason.
Yeah.
That's who it is.
Yeah.
That's who it is. Yeah.
不该沉默是
I would actually go on a limb and say that he likes Jason.
I think he
This
likes
singer
JJ
likes
too,
Jason.
That's why he's singing
Absolutely,
JJ.
absolutely. But I would say that Jason could be an influence of his.
Okay.
I would wonder.
什么该勇敢是软弱，如果不是我。
These cry sounds, I hear them being used maybe too frequently, but also what I'm going to say, and I'm guilty of this sometimes too, is, how do I say this? Crying up on too high of a note, right? I can say, da da da. When we make the cry too high up in the falsetto, it's really jarring. Like, it's very noticeable, as opposed to da da da, right? We don't quite cry it up all the way, but you are using a lot of them, which will be my next piece of like a challenge for you. Start listening to singers deeper. I call it listen like a musician. I want you to listen for vowel shapes, where someone's breathing, where they're putting vibrato, how much vibrato they're using, if there's a little extra scoop underneath, if there's a grace note. Start listening for everything, because that's the only way you're going to grab it, steal it, copy it, and integrate it into your own and filter it in through your own artistry. So I think you could grow big time by really utilizing your ear that is clearly good because you've shown up this realized.
不会自己洒脱，让我们难过。可当初的你和现在的我，假如重来过，倘若那天把该说的话我要说，该体谅的不执着。
Like, he compresses pretty easily. He's not really afraid.
Yeah.
Not afraid of it, and also he has that skill to compress.
Yeah.
如果那天我不受情绪挑拨，你会怎么做？那么多如果，可能如果我，可惜没如果，没有你和我。
See, that's an example. Whoa! If there was vibrato there, he might not have done that.
Yeah.
So that's what happens when we don't have one thing. Sometimes we end up jamming in a bunch of other stuff in its place, kind of.
Yeah.
I'm not mocking. I'm just explaining.
都怪我不该沉默是沉默，该勇敢是软弱。如果那天我不会自
I think I heard almost vibrato leak out. I'm gonna make a big deal about that because I want you, singer, I'm talking to you. I want you to know that it will leak out of you when everything is really relaxed.
如果那天我
Right there.
不会自
Okay?
Tiny little bit.
bit, but that's what you're looking for. That's the window.
Yeah.
自己洒脱，让我们难过。可当初的你和现在的我，假如重来过，倘若那天把该说的话好好说，该体谅的不执着。如果那天我不受情。
Yeah. It needs a little bit extra support at the very, very top. You're good at compressing, but push. Not push. Support. Sorry. Support.
去挑拨，你会怎么做？
Okay. So that's an example of where you're reaching for something that you have not yet mastered. And I'm not suggesting that someone has to master something before they can even attempt it. but in my practice, that's what I would call mushy mushy poo poo. That is agility that I don't even know if you've really completely thought of the notes that are included in that riff. You're sort of just passing by. Hold on, please.
情绪挑拨，你会怎么做？
I think you want to go swole 1 2 3 4, but we're getting swole just what? So I want you to try this. Swole, is that the word? Swole, 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 swole. I'm not suggesting it will go that fast, but I want you to think about what's contained in there before you just mush right past, okay?
那么多如果，可能如果我，可惜没如果，只剩下结果，可惜没如果。
Great work. Great work. I'm not going to do an overview because I think I've laid it all out in the video, but great foundation. Great foundation. Just keep working, okay? Keep working. Good job, though.
看那一轮岁月，就把这山川融化，没说的话不重要了。
There is something that reminds me. She reminds me of the lady, the really, really great Chinese singer, older-ish lady.
Ooh.
听那一夜风雨，又把谁变成了笑话，留不住的雾。
Oh, nice.
随它去吧。
Good job. Good job.
Who are you thinking?
I don't know yet.
Sophia?
Maybe?
Huang Qishan?
Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, totally. Or the way she's enunciating words, maybe?
Okay.
那是在第几个路口，学会不再回首，要路过的。
This singer moves over registers really quite flawlessly. And her pitch is like pointy accurate. Great work.
要忘记了，摔碎了第几个念头，对着自己挥手，就大。
Tonally, she sounds like Sophia.
Right?
But she has less vibrato.
Oh,
than
tone.
Sophia.
Tone. Just tone.
Stylization-wise, it's different.
Okay, but I'm just gonna drop something for you to experiment with, okay? You are where I have the screen frozen right now, your jaw is dropped by all means, but in general, I'm wondering if your tongue might be a little high sometimes. And that's a really goofy thing to say because our tongue is where our tongue is. But I'm hearing just a little bit more resonance than I think. I don't know, it might be curious to try it. So what you can do is plug your nose and just practice saying ah, ooh, ee, ah. And the purpose of plugging your nose is it shouldn't change the sound. Ooh, oh, ah. If my tongue is a bit high, oh, ee. So you could just play with that and just see what you can see. By no means is it bad or overly prominent, just something for you to play with. I think there's just a little bit of height.
That word though, 人, it has that resonance.
Like she has to.
Yeah, she has to.
眼角的泪就别再忍，
It closes.
Yeah. I don't. It's not a language thing.
It is. It ends with an N. This word.
Okay, well, I'm not talking about words. I'm just talking about overall. It's just feeling contained.
Okay.
Just a little contained. It's still beautiful. And I give you this only as something to play with because I don't know, as a vocalist myself, I like the challenge. I like to discover. So I'm not saying it's bad, just something to play with.
那是我 随着腾空的烟火，只为某一刻在你夜空划过。哦，它是我穿过乌云的白鸽，风暴是我唱过最自由的歌。
Interesting vibrato. Really shallow. Really shallow.
I don't feel like she has complete control over
She doesn't. That's why it's complete. That's why it's shallow, because it's just coming in.
Yeah.
It's just coming in. Keep going. Keep letting it in. Nice. Do you recognize the song?
No.
那是在第几个路？
I think maybe it's like a slightly low larynx too. Maybe what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Which is all fine. To be honest, singer, with your performance, I'm more making musings or curious observations rather than really correcting anything. I'll try to give you some things to think about.
学会不再回首，要路过的，要忘记了。摔碎了第几个念头，对着自己挥手，长大的人，眼角的泪就别再忍。哦，那是我随着腾空的烟火，只为某一刻在你夜空划过。哦，那是我穿过乌云的白鸽，风暴是我唱过最自由的歌。
Yep, I'm gonna give you the same advice I kind of gave to the last singer because I agree with you. Your vibrato is coming in. You're seeing a little bit more of it percolate than the last singer. I believe he's gonna see more in the future. For you, when you do feel that come on, I really want you to memorize how it feels. And because we want you to be able to call on it, stop it, start it, change the depth of it. And in addition to that, I want you to start taking note of the singers you love, what their vibrato is like, because I want you to start to copy them, try to copy them, and start to memorize how deep it is, how fast it is. Start to ingrain that into you and notice it so that as your vibrato comes out, develops, as it is allowed, the more you relax into it, that you're growing into the vibrato you love. I personally like where this is headed. It's shallow. It's shallow, so I hope it stays shallow. What are you looking at?
No, she reminds me of another girl that we reviewed. Laurie Shan.
Maybe, yes.
It's this one.
Was she in a black dress?
This girl, remember?
Maybe.
那是我
But let's just say this. It's never a bad thing when you remind people of a professional singer.
It's a really good tone.
Yes. I mean, it's actually a very recognizable tone in Chinese music.
Yeah.
Like it's a tone that I think fans really love.
It's the girl that sang the Dog Days Are Over.
Oh, no, I
Not
don't
that
think
one?
that. No.
Not that one.
随着腾空的烟火。
To be honest, I even hear a little han hong when she compresses into those higher notes.
Yeah.
There is like a han hong vibe in there, and in this particular song, "Wah" is even that
Oh yeah.
kind of the style of that.
Yeah.
只为某一刻在你夜空划过。哦，那是我
Yeah, vibrato's coming
穿
out.
过乌云的白鸽。
That's a very
Whoa.
han hong compression.
Nice.
Yes, yes, well done.
风暴是我唱过最自由。
This is, wah, 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 wah. How could I suggest? Wah, wah, da, da, da. Yeah, so right now, I gotta hear that again.
She does that every line though. That same line, she does it with the pitch bend.
Yes, and I was going to suggest. But she uses pitch bends throughout, and that's what I was going to say, is you might want to look into scoops, and you might want to listen in to just see if there's more subtleties that the singer that you're copying, that you're covering might be doing, because you do have a habit of pitch bending in from bottom up, which is fine sometimes, but anything we do a lot of usually is fatiguing to the listener when we do a lot.
云的百科，风暴是我唱过最自由的歌。
Again, so much raw material here. Actually, this singer's doing quite well.
Yeah.
Quite well. We heard her move, change registers, and her falsetto and head voice was actually quite beautiful. I just think to this singer, this is really generic. Just keep going. Just keep going. Actually, here's a challenge. I challenge you to cover a song from an artist that you wouldn't typically cover. Whether it's a style that you kind of are not that familiar with, or you're intimidated by it perhaps, or maybe just that it's kind of out of your box stylistically. I think that would grow you a lot, because the style that you did here and what has grown you to arrive this way is working. You've done really well. I think you need to stretch. I thought it was great.
You don't think they sound alike?
Those pitch bends.
Not tonally? I know not stylization, but the tone?
That's not who I'm thinking of. That's not.
You're thinking about Sophia.
Sophia, but also I don't know. But great work. I'm gonna move on. But great work.
Okay.
我的天是灰色，我的心是蓝色，触摸着你的心，竟是透明的。
I'm actually really impressed by what people are sending us.
You are?
Well, kind of, yeah. Like, we've issued a challenge, just one take, like it's pretty stringent. And I think people are really showing up.
Oh, we received hundreds.
Really?
Yeah,
Well,
hundreds.
I'm proud of people.
你的悠然自得。
So this is an example of a singer who, again, has good sense of pitch, but needs to hold themselves more accountable. So I say that with all the love. I say that in knowing that you're capable, but that you have to want and need yourself to be closer. You're quite close. Think about it. You're off less than this. You're off less than a semitone. So we have like rubby, fighty. The closer you are, but still being off, can be wiggly. So really fight for it. Really listen for it. Turn your ear up, and your desire to be accurate, turn it up too.
我去束手无策，我的心痛竟是
But a very regal tone, very masculine tone.
你的快乐。
It's good.
其实我不想对你恋恋不舍，但什么让我辗转反侧？不觉我说着说着，天就亮了。我的唇角尝到一种苦涩，我是真的为你哭了。 你是真的随他走了，就在这一刻，全世界 伤心角色又多了我一个，我是真的为你爱了，你是真的跟他走了，能给的我全都给了，我都舍得。
I've kind of been trying to figure out how to say what I want to say because he's not doing fully H's or fully push-pull at all. As a matter of fact, this is reasonably polished, but there is something that I'm trying to figure out how to verbalize. Do you have anything?
It's Jackie Chan's song.
Ah!
But somehow he's not emulating Jackie Chan.
He's cleaned it. He's probably modernized it to some degree.
Yeah,
but
different.
You know what? That might explain it, Jay. That might explain it because as much as you modernize it and pull it into your own style, there might be just a little bit of that push and pull feeling that's making its way.
Original design.
Yes, yeah.
除了让你知道我心如刀割。
I would actually make a guess that this guy like gets on stage and does this.
Could be.
It's clean and it's pretty polished.
"你的悠然自得，我却束手无策。"
Yeah, there's a lot of emphasized scoops.
我的心痛竟是你的快乐。
Like there's a little bit of that ebb and flow, but I think that's the song and I think that's design. Yeah. Well, then I guess that would be my thing. If you, singer, ever apply again, could you do something like, is this an older Jackie Chung song?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Very
so
old.
I would love to hear what happens because you've done a good job modernizing, like pulling that song into something that sounds current. But I'd love to hear you do something current and paint it with your artistry. Yeah, I'd be curious.
其实我不想对你恋恋不舍，但什么让我辗转反侧？不觉我说着说着，天就亮了，我的唇角尝到一种苦涩，我是真的为你哭了。你是真的随他走了，就在这一刻，全世界伤心角色又多了我一个，我是真的为你爱了，你是真的跟他走了。
So there's something in here that reminds me of this vibe. Which is like maybe the English version of Jackie Chung, kind of like that same.
Yeah.
Which is just an observation more than anything. That's not.
Yeah. It's very different vibes. This is a sad song, and that is not so sad, right?
Oh, it's totally sad.
Is
I mean,
it
it's like a
also?
sad love song. Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
能给的我全都给了，我都舍得，除了让你知道我心如刀割。
Nice. Yeah, I feel like this guy. Like, think about it. Fully formed vibrato. I ragged on him about pitch in the beginning, but it got immediately cleaner after I said anything about it. he's not a riffy singer, but I don't think that's his goal. Like, not all singers need to be.
A lot of riffs in
oh, really? More than there was?
Should be.
Okay, so he's agile. We know he's agile on top of that. In control with his own style. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, look at his mic.
Yeah.
Look at his gear.
Yeah.
I'd say this guy's a musician.
Yeah.
Of some, like,
Yeah.
yeah. So I thought he did well. I think that my challenge would be, I just curiosity would like to hear what happens stylistically and what happens with the things that are tweaking my ear when it's not a Jackie Chung song, like when it's more modern of a song. Just curious what would happen.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might be like, oh, never mind, like it's all there, or that's when I might.
Because when I listen to this, I actually miss those Jackie Chan cries.
Oh, Lord.
Jackie Chan push pulls, Jackie Chan vibratos. I miss those, and this doesn't satisfy me.
Do not listen to him. Keep going. You're heading in a great direction. I think you know that. You're heading in a great direction. And obviously, this singer is very inspired by Jackie Chung, right? That's why he's covering his song. So we know he loves him too. But he has worked to find a middle ground between Jackie Chung's artistry and his own artistry and kind of met in the middle. Yeah. So I'd say bravo.
Yeah.
Yeah, good job. Wow, it's the note that keeps on going. Good job. What do we got?
给岁月一些留白，也许有先人去采，
No.
旧人就是那个更值得偏爱。泛黄的昨日年代，褪色的时光站牌。
Yeah, the bottom is low.
千种万种，又落入谁的心怀？
It's a nice tone. Everybody's got really beautiful tone today.
也许深情的独白，有一笔开了人。
For her, there's like a cute, hi, there's something really cute and contained. I don't know. Would you guess that's something habitual or something she's doing, or is that how she speaks, or what do you think?
I don't know.
I'm
But
gonna-
a lot of Asian girls like
Yep.
that sound.
Yep.
只在某个夜深的时刻。
If you listen to her lowest notes, it's not on them because she's not able to put it on them because it's so low. So it is something she's putting on. Yeah. And I don't say that to you, singer, in that you're committing some sort of cardinal singing sin. I've made a bunch of content on how different singers.
It's lifted larynx, right? That sound. Yeah.
It's
Lifted.
maybe it's lifted, but it's also narrowed. To me, it sounds narrowed.
Yeah.
But lots of singers do that for lots of reasons, right? Hit me, baby, one more time. Like all sorts of artists do characters. And I'm not suggesting that you should or that you shouldn't or that it's good or that it's bad, but I'm going to challenge you right out of the gate to see if you can identify what it is that you do, and not just you, every singer that does this particular character, and see what it sounds if you take it off. Just see what it sounds. And here's a hint. It will feel more like talking. Because I'm pretty sure you don't talk like this. Maybe you do. So that's fine too. But I bet not. So it will feel more like speaking. Ah, yeah, whoa. Instead of, oh, yeah, whoa, ah, whoa, ah. Loose and really juicy. Just try it. Just for fun.
轻声淡淡回忆色彩。
Another example of vibrato coming in. Not quite here yet, but coming in. Keep staying relaxed. Keep welcoming it in. I hear it. I hear it bubbling. It's coming.
一镜头，你站在门外，守护我所有期待。遗憾在风雨之后停摆，治愈光阴。
There's a time when the vibrato comes in, But I think on the higher beltier notes are when it feels harder, which is common. Which is common.
无声徘徊，徘徊梦里，梦外。
That's a lovely tone.
The vibrato is more consistent than the first two singers. I feel like.
Than the first one for sure.
Yeah.
I think for her it's harder in beltier, thicker places, which is most common. The softer, airier stuff, you're looser. Do you know this song?
No.
得失好坏，谁真能算得明白？我有些许深情的独白，有一笔开了人海。
This singer is more contained than she knows she is. She's actually capable of unleashing in a way that I don't know if she's ever done. Maybe you have in the car or in the shower, but this is very contained. It's good, it's pointy, it's crystalline, it's lovely, but I know that in you is some juice, and I don't know if you've ever let it out. I don't know.
只在某个夜深的时刻，轻声弹弹余生色彩，余生多少故事。
Partially because that character that we talked about is about shrinking, containing, and making it more coy and more sweet.
Yeah.
There's only so much you can belt like this, oh, like this.
Right? If you let that off, there's a lot behind there. I'm almost certain of it.
Remember what Flo said? A lot of Asian girls are
Don't want to.
afraid of letting that out.
Absolutely. Especially seeing how beautiful and contained and how on purpose this girl's style is. This is beautiful. I mean, today's entire video seems to be a lot about me just saying, what if? What if you tried this? Because nobody is busted, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody has shown up with some skill. She may truly love the sound of what she's doing, and I bet that's a lot of the singers she listens to are in that space. I can't help it though, and be curious what happens when you sweep that away, because it's not an all or none, right? You can do it sometimes, like you can be this tone sometimes, and then there are places to let it out. And I just want for you to know how capable you are, how much sound you're capable of making, how thick you could be. Whether you like it or not, I just want you to know you can. And in order to do that, I suggest this. Yeah, 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 yeah. Right? Higher and higher. And I probably did that quite fast. You could start with yeah, yeah, yeah. And the whole point, especially for you, would be to make sure that you don't yeah, yeah. None of the pinchy holdy stuff. Just yeah, yeah. Really spoken. Just to see what you think.
被记载，关于守候和等待。风起时写过岁月慷慨，它曾
Sweet.
与我
It's very sweet.
温暖未来。
It feels like a Disney
他
movie.
人与我未来。
Oh yeah, the vibrato. She's got control. Good job.
给岁月一些留白。
Yeah, great work. Great work. I feel like I'm just giving people food for thought today more than I am correcting things. But I can't help it with singers like that. I'm like, oh, Let me show you what you can do. There's just so much behind the...
She has potential.
So much in the tank, yeah. But she might really love that sound. Truly, she might just prefer that sound. And in which case, fly at it. Great work. Oh, we're singing into the headphones. I'm curious how this is going to sound.
Yep, 你眼神能够为我片刻的降临。如果你能听到心碎的声音。
What excellent tone! Again! Excellent tone.
沉默地守护着你，沉默地等奇迹，沉默地让自己像是空气。
It's actually pretty good! I already know what I'm going to challenge you to do, and it's to make another video and to take those headphones out and just sing into your phone. But I guess it's because he's hearing the track in his ear.
Yeah.
Well, it's just a teeny tiny microphone.
Just go to the studio and record.
Hey! Don't make people do that.
大家都吃着聊着笑着，今晚多开心。
It's low. It's at the bottom of his range.
最角落里的我笑得多合群。
Do you know the song?
盘底的
You
样
do.
子
Who is it?
You haven't seen this
Singer?
Yeah.
梦想我
It's a boy?
永远是调味品，偷偷地看着你，偷偷地隐藏着自己。如果你愿意一层一层一层。
I can't believe the singer is singing into their headphones!
Yeah.
This is really strong.
He's good though.
This is really strong. That's what I mean.
His vibrato is...
No, he's
sure.
so solid. Tone, registers, everything. This is like wild to have him like...
慢地拨开我的心，你会发现，你会压抑，你是我最压抑最。
He actually moves through registers similar to the way JJ does.
I was gonna say that. Yes.
He does.
Yes.
深处的秘密，如果你愿意一层一层一层地拨开我的心，你会鼻酸，你会流泪，只要你能听到我，看到我的全心全意。
He has the best mixing skill in this group.
He's doing really, really well. Well, that second, the singer that I said felt like Han Hong, like she had some interesting stuff. Yeah.
说你和你的他们暧昧的空气，
Needs a tiny pop filter.
我和我的绝望装得很风趣，我就像一颗洋葱。 永远是配角戏，多希望能与你有一秒专属的剧情。如果你愿意一层一层一层地拨开我的心，你会发现，你会压抑，你是我最爱。
Okay, I'm trying to rack my brain at tips to give you, and I have one. When you're coming off of a higher, thicker, beltier note, you often kind of, for lack of a better word, yodel or cry your way off of the note, which could be stylistic. I mean, it is stylistic. Some singers do that, but I've noticed a consistency in you. So I'm going to say, when you're coming off of a high, thick note, you have to turn the support up, not down, if you want to come off the note without crying.
一层一层地拨开我的心，你会发现，你会压抑。
That's one example. Yeah, I'm exaggerating it, but that I would request that you stay connected all the way through till silence. Matter of fact, the closer you get to coming to silence, the more support you need, or else we get that falling off.
你是我最压抑最深处的秘密，如果你愿意一层一层一层地剥开我的心，你
There too. He must like JJ. He must like JJ.
会鼻酸，你会流泪，只要你能听到我，看到我的全心全意。
Part of me also wonders if there is a little bit of mask in this, but I don't know because he's singing into a mic with the diaphragm, the width of a hair. So I can't totally tell. But you could always think about dropping your jaw, relaxing your jaw, a little bit more looseness in the entire tongue, teeth, cheeks, neck. But you're a very functional singer. I'm just throwing stuff at you to play with. That too. So obviously, stylistically, he likes to kind of cry off of it. Yeah. But I know when we do a habit, like something like that we do born out of like a style, sometimes we forget the ability to do the opposite. Like if I asked him right now, who knows if he could, because he always does this.
Yeah.
我的全心全意。
Used to ending the phrase with
With a
whenever he belts on
Yes,
having
yep.
a strong note.
Yep. Which is fine.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can do it stylistically, and you can also do it due to lack of support, and then those two things kind of get wrapped up together, and who knows, it becomes style or it was style, and then you forget, like, woo, so I'm just saying, give it a try not crying off the end. Be cute. Instrumentals are always like...
如果你愿意一层一层一层地剥开我的心，你会发现，你会压抑，你是我最压抑最深处的秘密。如果你愿意一层一层一层地剥开我的心。
Jay's making the stanky face too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not an easy song to sing.
No, I might circle back to what Jay said. I don't know what your experience has been, what your journey has been musically, but I bet you if you went to a studio and recorded this song and let them put some reverb on it and gave you a real mic, I think you'd blow your own damn self away. I think you'd be surprised with what it sounded like because
yeah, he's good.
We're over here making the stinky musician face. You're doing really well.
你会鼻酸，你会流泪，只要你能听到我，看到我的全心全意。你会鼻酸，你会流泪，只要你能听到我，看到我的全心全意。
Impressed.
Yeah.
Hashtag impressed.
Yeah.
You send us more.
Yeah.
All of you send us more, but I want you to send us more from not this microphone. But you don't have to go to studio. See what else you can do. Good job. Really good job. Good job to you. Good job to everyone in this entire episode. This was a very food for thoughty episode. Nobody is innately having major technical issues, but all of you could challenge yourself and expand and hold yourself even more accountable. But what a great episode. What a great episode. Send me more. What else you got? You make me feel like an ocean. Your waves, they come rolling over me. You make me feel everything in slow motion. You take me down and deep. Flow and flood my lips with blood. Wash my dirty mind. Wade out deep
Your lightning sweeps my sky. You make me feel every single blue black spark. You make my body rise. I am seasick and I love you. Watch me as I go. I go under daisy thunder, slow, slow, slow. Every time you touch me there, I remember and prepare. 'Cause every time you touch me there, I remember and prepare. 'Cause I am seasick and I love you. Watch me as I go. I go under daisy thunder, slow, slow, slow. I am seasick and I love it. Slow.